Do you think people fear the police?
I think people do.
Tonight, a candid conversation with Detroit police officers and a closer look at the department's unique approach to help build trust in our community. With protests against police brutality continuing across our country, we wanted to see what's being done when it comes to policing the community and the fight against racial tension.
Evrod Cassimy sat down with Detroit police officers to see how they're working to build relationships with Detroiters. Part of our series of reports called Voices of a Nation, focusing on the issues surrounding race, equity, and multiculturalism.
The Detroit Police Department has a unique approach when it comes to policing. It's a method that has formed a unique bond between the police officers and the community that they serve.
Scenes like this played out all across the country and world after George Floyd, a black man, was killed by a white officer.
If I see any citizens that need masks, we have masks. Thank you.
Compared to scenes like this in Detroit of officers involved in the community daily. Still, there's a demand to end racism in the U.S., especially when it comes to white police officers and how they relate to blacks in the communities they serve.
When you hear about a white cop that is being accused of murdering a black male, what type of feeling do you get?
No matter what race, it's wrong.
Sergeant Stephen Shank, a 22-year veteran with the Detroit Police Department, has felt and understands the tension as even months since George Floyd was killed, some people might still be scared of the police.
And I don't think we should live in fear. I think most officers that we work with are here for the right reasons, and they're trying to protect people.
Are white cops racist?
You can't paint everybody with that broad brush. Whether it's my skin color or personality, don't judge me by what I look like from the outside. Judge me for who you know I am as an individual.
Have you been judged?
I believe at times, just because of my skin appearance, what I might look like to somebody else.
How does that make you feel?
You know what? It actually motivates me in a way, because one thing I can say is I allow the negative to fuel me to bring positive.
In fact, the Detroit Police Department works to bring positive changes across the city and prevent what happened in Minnesota from happening here through neighborhood policing.
We have the opportunity to get a deeper level into the community to bridge that gap and build a relationship with the citizens.
These officers work to make sure the community knows them and vice versa. But the pain of what happened in Minnesota affects how the community relates to them.
Do you think people fear the police?
I think people do, from what they see in TV or social media or, the current news, current situations. We can't be blind to what's happening. The only way that you can help this situation is just keep getting out there and keeping communication and keeping dialogue going.
In reality, most officers want to be part of your life, and not be feared in any kind of way.
I believe that if I were there, I could have, definitely kept that from happening.
And that's part of Dan Robinson and other neighborhood police officers' goal every day. And it appears to be working.
I go into my next day and say, Lord, give me the strength to let people see you in me. And so that they don't see me as this officer, this person that wears this badge, my skin color, that they can see me.
And I should point out that each police precinct has neighborhood police officers, and the NPOs that I spoke with believe that their approach to policing, or serving the community as they prefer to call it, is working, and they're going to continue to work hard to get to know the people living in those communities. Evrod Cassimy, Local 4.
All right, thank you, Evrod. Appreciate those officers sitting down with you.